Hey, what's up, y'all? Classic Kev back with another episode. Y'all, honestly, it's really probably the most important episode yet, guys, because on today's episode, we got to talk about these crazy crypto markets. Now, unfortunately, we just had some bad news come in on these crypto markets. Apparently, the miners are selling off their assets. That's problematic because the miners selling is not something I thought that would happen this soon. So let's head over to Twitter, guys. Let's check out this tweet by Lark Davis, and it says, ever since the recent crash began, miners have been selling their Bitcoin. This is the biggest sell-off in 2 years. So obviously, guys, we can see the on-chain data showing that the miners are selling it off. Now, different miners are selling for different reasons. For example, Hive Blockchains, a publicly traded miner that I'm heavily invested in, they're actually selling a lot of their Ethereum to buy the new Bitcoin miners that are coming out. So that's not a bad type of sell-off, but anytime these miners that hold a lot of crypto sell off their Bitcoin, it can take down the entire market. Now, what we were expecting was that these miners would sell closer to the Bitcoin halving. So let's go ahead, let's check out this chart, guys. This is a graph of every 4 years there's a Bitcoin halving cycle, and when this occurs, the block rewards for the Bitcoin rewards gets cut in half. So essentially, we were expecting to see Bitcoin run up anywhere from 100 to 200,000 per coin, right? Then the miners would start selling off, and they're selling off because if they know in 2024 the halving is going to happen, their block reward is going to get cut in half, they need to take profits. So a lot of these mining companies, they need to sell their crypto assets for operating capital. So we're looking at this chart, guys, and a trend is a trend till it's not. So if I'm looking at this chart, we are expecting another big run up between now and 2024. But it looks like, if the miners are selling off, it might be closer to 2024. Unfortunately, I don't want to hear that. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but, I can only tell you what I'm doing, and this is not financial advice, guys. I'm steadily accumulating, and at the end of this video, guys, I'm going to go over some good news, and I'll even talk about the markets, and I'll talk about what coins I'm looking at, because as you know, I buy $50 of Bitcoin and $50 of Ethereum every week, automatically. So let's check out some good news, guys. So check out this tweet from Miles J Creative, and it says the weekly RSI reversed at the exact low of the March 2020 crash. So an RSI indicator is a really good metric I like to look at when investing. And if you look at the RSI low of 2020, obviously the black swan event of COVID-19. So if we're looking at now, a bottom could be in. Guys, do you think these markets could really go lower than they were during the pandemic? I'm not too sure about that. That was, again, it's a black swan event. So I don't know if the bottom's in, but I'd like to think that we're way closer to the bottom than we are to the top. Not financial advice, of course. So let's go over some other good news, guys. Check out this Bloomberg article. Citadel Securities, Virtue, build crypto plan with brokerages. Market makers form consortium with Fidelity and Charles Schwab. Platform could be available by the end of next year, early next year. So that's right, guys. So Citadel, Fidelity, and Charles Schwab, all these bankers that told you crypto's worthless and they don't want anything to do with it, they're building a brokerage and a trading platform that will be ready this year. What more bullish news can do you know how much money goes through Fidelity, Charles Schwab, and Citadel? This is as bullish news as you can get. So again, guys, we're dealing with some bad news with the miners selling off. We're dealing with some bad news with the geopolitical stuff, but there's so much good news. It's almost like the bad news gets all the spotlight and good news like this gets swept under the rug. It's unfortunate. More good news, guys. Let's check out this CNBC article. Bipartisan crypto regulatory overhaul would treat most digital assets as commodities under CFTC oversight. Senators Cynthia Lummis and Kristen Gillibrand introduced legislation Tuesday to create regulatory framework for the crypto markets. The Lummis-Gillibrand bill would classify the vast majority of digital assets as commodities. So yes, guys, so we finally got some bipartisan support, Republicans and Democrats coming together to pass, crypto regulation. Now, I know what you're thinking, guys. You don't want regulation in crypto. Well, unfortunately, there's a lot of investors and institutions that cannot invest. They legally cannot invest in these assets until there's regulatory framework in place. The key is for the regulatory framework not to hamstring the growth and development of crypto, just to protect investors. So hopefully this bill does this, guys. It's bipartisan. So I'm seeing on the crypto Twitter world, a lot of people look at this as another bullish indicator. Now, again, guys, so a lot of good news, a lot of bad news. But let's go ahead, let's look at the markets, and I'll give you some of my coin picks that I'm currently looking at buying. As always, not financial advice. Make your own financial decisions, y'all. Okay, so Bitcoin's trading at about $30,000. So it's been trading sideways, for about the past week now, past month now, really. So this is the time normally you want to accumulate. You want to be dollar cost averaging, because when we see Bitcoin run up to back to all-time highs, or even in that $40,000 to $50,000 range, you're going to see a lot of these altcoins skyrocket, because Bitcoin has the largest market cap of any other crypto. These other coins' market caps are so small, it's easy for them to 10x, 4x, 5x. So obviously, guys, I'm buying Ethereum under $2,000. I believe that, Ethereum, it's already chosen. There's so much built on it. There's so much money in it. NFTs, DeFi, metaverse stuff. There's just so much built on it, guys. I don't think it's been here for this long. I don't think it's going anywhere. Cardano, as you guys know, I cover a lot of Cardano NFTs. Cardano's seen a 16% increase in the past week. Super bullish news coming out. So I like Cardano at 64 cents. I mean, anything under $1, I think it's a steal on Cardano. XRP at 40 cents. I'm loving Solana at $38. I know a lot's coming out with the downtime on Solana, and I want you guys to understand something. This is all software. Solana is basically in beta. Go on Google and look up, any of the problems. You know how many problems Ethereum has? All these blockchains are going to have problems, especially when it gets to the user base and the amount of dApps that something like Solana has. So we just got to hope that with all the institutional money, that they're going to go ahead and they can fix all these problems. That's what I'm banking on. And at $38, guys, when Bitcoin goes to new all-time highs, this thing's going to run up to $300 to $500. I'm pretty sure of it. I'm putting my money where my mouth is, at least. Now, other coins, I really like Polygon Matic. Under 60 cents, under $1. I love Polygon Matic. I love Chainlink. Chainlink's up. We talked about it, last week on this channel? Yeah, it's up 22% in a week since I talked about it. Not financial advice, but really like Chainlink. FTX token, again, guys, I'm not telling you to buy the FTX token. What I'm telling you is that, the way I look at a diversified portfolio, you probably should have an exchange token. Now, you could get the crypto.com token, you get the FTX token, KuCoin, I believe they have their own token. So it's really about finding what exchange you believe the most in, and putting a little assets into their token just to have a balanced, diversified portfolio. Other than that, guys, I'm looking on here, ApeCoin, I'm hearing a lot of rumors that a lot of big whale activities going on and low-key purchasing ApeCoin. So you never know what that Yuga Lab team has up their sleeves, right? But anyway, guys, I'm not seeing anything too much I like on here, guys. Let me know in the comments. Are y'all bullish on this cycle? Are we going to see a new Bitcoin all-time high this year? And if you made it this far in the video, guys, drop me a 100 comment and drop me a 100 emoji in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, do all those things. Anyway, y'all, I'm Classic Kev. I'm out. Peace.